Our supreme insights should sound like follies, in certain cases like crimes, when they come to the ears of those who are not predisposed to hear them. Ever since there were human beings, there have also been human herds, family groups, tribes, communities, nations, states, churches, always many who obey, compared to the very few who command. Nothing has been practiced or cultivated better or longer among men than obedience. Acceptance in whatever any commander, parent, teacher, law, class, prejudice, or public opinion shouts in its ear. The herd instinct of obedience has been inherited best, at the expense of the art of command. If we think of this herd instinct, take it to its ultimate extravagance, there would be no commanders or men of independent thought whatsoever. This herd man of today makes himself out to be the only permissible kind of man, and glorifies the qualities through which he is made tame and peaceable, and of course useful to the herd. Namely, virtues like public spirit, benevolence, consideration, industriousness, moderation, modesty, forbearance, and pity. There are also other antithetical drives, strong and dangerous, such as enterprise, foolhardiness, craft, rapacity, ambition, which hitherto had to be cultivated from the standpoint of its social humility, its social facility, utility. There are certain dangerous drives, and these drives, under different names naturally than those here, were also mightily needed and constantly protected to serve the whole as a community against the enemies of the community. Step by step, the herd instinct draws its conclusions, how much or how little this or that is dangerous now. Dangerous to equality, dangerous to the community. The antithetical drives and inclinations come in and out of honor and are gradually branded as immoral. Fear is the mother of morality. When the highest and strongest drives, breaking passionate through, take an individual above and beyond the lowlands of the nerd consciousness, the self-confidence of the community goes to pieces. Lofty spiritual independence, the will to stand alone, even great intelligence is thought to be doubly dangerous now. Anything, everything that raises the individual above the herd and makes his neighbor quail is called evil. The fair, the modest, the obedient, the self-effacing in disposition, the mediocre in desire, acquire moral name and honor. The collective degeneration of man, down to that which the socialist dolts and blockheads call their man of the future, as their ideal. This degeneration, this animalization of man into a pygmy of equal rights and equal pretension is possible. Morality today is herd animal morality. That is to say, as we understand the thing, only one kind of morality, besides which, before which, after which, many other, above all, higher moralities are possible. But against these possibilities, against this ought, This morality defends itself with all its might and says obstinately and stubbornly, I am morality itself, and nothing is morality besides me. Indeed, with the help of a religion that gratifies and flatters the sublimest herd animal desires, it has got to the point where we discover even in politics and social institutions an increasing evidence and expression of this morality. The democratic movement inherited the Christians, but that this movement is much too slow and somnolent for the more impatient, which is testified to by the ever louder baying and ever more undisguised fang-bearing of the anarchist dogs that rove the streets of our culture. Democratization is the involuntary arrangement for the breeding of tyrants in every sense of the word, and especially the most spiritual, because it is not their love for mankind, but the impotency of their love for mankind that hinder the current-day Christians from burning us at the stake. So long as the utility that dominates moral value judgments is solely that which is useful to the herd, so long as the object is solely the preservation of the community, and the immoral is sought precisely and exclusively in that which seems to imperil the existence of the community, so long as that is the case, there can be no morality. Woman is retrogressing. Ever since the French Revolution, the influence on women in Christendom has diminished in the same proportion as her rights and claims have grown greater. There is a certain stupidity about the women's emancipation movement, an almost masculine stupidity that a wise woman, who is always a clever woman, would be ashamed. Today's women are being rendered more and more hysterical, and every day that passes less and less capable of their first and most important profession, which is to bear strong children. This beautiful and dangerous modern woman is more afflicted, more vulnerable, more in need of love, and more condemned to disappointment than any other creature on earth. Man is retrogressing. The day will come when a new kind of commander will be needed in the face of what has existed of loathsome, barbarous, and benevolent spirits, shall look pale and dwarf. Our ancient fables and prophecies can again become history. A monstrous stupidity will master us and carry us away. A game in which no hand of God, not one finger of God was concealed within it. Merely an idea, a modern idea. He who is divine the fatality that lies concealed in this idiotic guilelessness and blind confidence in modern ideas, and even more so in the Christian morality, can see in a single glance what is being cultivated out of man. And he who has thought this reality all the way through suffers from a feeling of anxiety to which none other can be compared. And he knows another form of disgust than other men do, and perhaps also another task.